housekeeping rules. Um, we are going to ask that you mute your lines and keep your lines muted throughout the duration of the conversation because we want to make sure that you get all the information without any interruptions. Um, if you have any questions, comments, feel free to put them in the chat. You are on Zoom. However, this is a participatory conversation. So if you have anything to add, absolutely put it in the chat. And so that everybody can see it, everybody can know that you agree and with this investment lifestyle. Now, I am coming to you. My name is Deanna Jackson. I'm coming to you from Fairburn, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta, Georgia. However, you see our beautiful Coach Lee. She is coming to you from Louisville, Kentucky. And just a little bit about her. She is a wife and a mother of four. Now, right there, you should know that she is super busy. Okay. Sometimes I look at her life and I'm like, I don't know how you do it. I'm tired. Just for you. But also before those beautiful children of hers and her marrying her wonderful husband, she went to school and got a business and accounting degree from the University of Kentucky, right? And then she went to work for international taxes. She went to work for a big five accounting firm doing international taxes. And then she was a salon owner for 5 years. 5 years, guys. And then she became a master stylist. She was a master stylist for 10 years. And so all of that, that was her background. However, that is not who she is. Who she is the most loving person that I have ever met in my life. She is a great friend to anybody who ever meets her. She is very supportive. It's like she just wants everybody to win. You can tell from her personality, it's bubbly, it's infectious. And anytime that you are dealing with her, you're going to want to do better and to be better, have better. And who better else to tell us about this investment lifestyle? Because that is why you are on this line, right? Because you want better, you want to do better, and you want to be better because we focus on the mind, body, spirit, and living legacy over here. So without further ado, I'll present to you our Coach Lee.
Thank you, Miss Deanna. I appreciate it. You are looking beautiful, ma'am. You know I love that yellow that you got going on. Y'all, yellow makes me happy. So
Yeah.
yes, I have yellow all throughout my house. So thank you, lady, for opening up for me on tonight, and for all of your words of edification. It's such an honor to be on this platform, you all, and to just do my part. And I've received so much. I think I've been with this tribe now. Alani is 9, so I've been with this tribe now 8 years. And so in my beginning stages, I just wanted to get to a point because I was receiving so much. I wanted to get to a point where I can give back and to be able to be in that position now. And then just to allow the creator to speak through me. That's what I say. It's not me, it's God in me that does the work. And so if I just am making an impact on one person, then I am accomplishing my assignment. But it's so much that you're going to get on tonight with the investment lifestyle. So, yes, we're going to talk about finances. We're going to talk about financial awareness. We're going to talk about how you can make passive income right from your phone, tablet, laptop, as I experienced this morning, as long as you have Wi Fi and a great connection. um, and the empowerment of that, and how it can seem like, is that too good to be true? My apologies, you all. Is that too good to be true? Why? Because I had been in front of this information years before, and it's like, I heard about it, but I don't really know anybody who's a part of it. I don't really know anybody who it's working for. Well, guess what? It's working for me. It's working for me, and it's working for so many people who are attached to us. And that's one reason why I can really stand behind this, because I see the impact that not only it's making for me, but for everybody that's in this tribe in some type of way. But before we get started, we can't guarantee you results because we don't know what you're going to do with the information that I'm going to share with you on tonight, with the information that as I bring different people up to share their experiences, they might have to press through life, right? And when life happens for people, are you just going to sit this to the side? We don't know what you're going to do, so we can't guarantee anything. And even with the trades, and as we're making wins, there's going to be some lessons, there's going to be some losses right at the gate that's incurred, right? But overall, we're going to show you how to profit. Overall, we're going to show you not just how to win here, but we're going to show you how to win in life, right? And look at this. Life Elevated. That is the platform that we're connected to, where you can truly live a life that's elevated. When you think about that, what comes to mind for you? Do you even think about a life that's elevated? Or are you just so used to going through the motions day in and day out that you're not even dreaming anymore because you don't even feel like that your dreams can become reality? Yes, I want to shake you up. They absolutely can. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. And these are just some pictures that I grabbed that I thought, like, overall, that's what people think about when you hear the term life elevated. But put it in the chat. I don't know. What does that mean for you? I want you to dream again and not just dream, right? I want you to know that you connect with that dream, become one with that dream. Because if you're just dreaming and you feel like it's always going to be a dream, then it's always going to be off in the distant future. But when you connect with that thing, you become one with it, then that's when you start to give birth to it little by little over time. And that's the people that you're connected with. That when you are feeling a little bit discouraged and that dream, that vision that you have before you, and like, you have, I don't want to say life is happening because life is happening is a great thing in my book. But when you have challenges that are arising that is discouraging you and creating doubt in your mind that can't be, you have now people who have locked arms with you, not just here to say, come on, I got you, right? And willing to just imagine you have two people on the left and two people on the right. When you want to sit down, it's like, nah, come on, we got you until you get your strength back. That's who we are, y'all. And then we ain't even got into the finances yet. But just imagine what would that do if all we were alone was just that for you in your life? How would that change your life alone, just with that? And it's so much more. And I love what I do, and I love the leadership that I'm connected with, right? This is the leadership that we have. And this gentleman right here, Mr. David Guilty, he is the visionary of our Explosion Soul Tribe, the tribe that you would directly be connected with. And he is what you would call a mentor. But who he has shown himself to be for me is Sir G3. Not just a title, not just a slogan, not something that sounds good, but something that I've lived and I've experienced over time. Since I've worked with him in these 8 years, since I've worked with him in these 8 years, I become my most authentic self. And so Sir G3 for me, and everybody calls him something different. Some of the men call him seafood, right? He has that impact. But for me, he is Sir G3, right? Because he guides me in all aspects of life. He's a guru for me in all aspects of life, not just because of the experience, because he has 20 something years in the beauty industry. Well, no, it was 12. He has plenty of years. Look, my mind is going. And then I have a little kitten over here that's distracting me, y'all. Tell him my business. So he has years of experience in the beauty industry that he's retired himself from to do this full time in network marketing. And he is at the top of the top in this industry. If you go to anybody who is well known and you mention the name David Guilty, guess what? They're going to know who you're referring to. And why did I say that? Not that that matters to you, but it does, because who are you connected to in this industry? You don't have anybody that's just guessing at this, right? And although he's received those accolades, he knows he's a very transparent leader, and he still goes through ebbs and flows of life, and he shares that with us. He's fully transparent in how he is going about getting through, and then he equips us to get through the ebbs and flows of life as well. Then he is guilty in bringing out the champion and everybody that allows us inside this tribe. He is directly connected to the president, Mr. Edwin Haynes, right, who has been in this decades in this industry. oil and gas, real estate. Y'all, we are connected with the best of the best, who is connected to our CEO, Mr. Hassan Mahmoud, who is world renowned financial expert. And all of them came from humble beginnings, but with the CEO, he tapped into the power of passive income. And this is why we're here, because he wanted the everyday person and to be able to tap into that and make money in their sleep. Can you imagine waking up to the amount of money that you made in a day? It's possible. And that's how the wealthy become wealthy and stay wealthy, because they get their money working for them. That's the leadership that we're connected to. And as I researched, because it was even a game show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? As I researched different things, I looked this up, and this was in Bloomberg. In order to increase your chances of being a millionaire, 50% of that is business owner, and 20% of that is becoming an investor. And you have the opportunity to do both with us, right? And so the leadership that we have, this sums them up. I have the ability to find this hidden talent in people that sometimes even they didn't even know that they had. I don't know where you are in life. I don't know if you're in a place where, you're just everything is working right for you and you're just looking to add something to additional to create, even more income, diversify your portfolio even further. I don't know if you're at a space where you just feel like, man, I feel like I just keep spinning my wheels and I need to be connected to something, someone to just give me that, to put me over. No matter where you are, we the solution. And we have that. And I stand on that. And we are doing that by tapping into the world's three largest financial markets. I told you that from the beginning. Cryptocurrency market, the stock market, probably not how you thought about it, and the foreign exchange market. With the foreign exchange market being the world's largest financial market, the most liquid market, generating 6.7 to 7.5 trillion dollars a day. That's not annually. That is a day. And you have the ability to tap into that. Actually, do you have a I'm just gonna stop with checking account. Do you have a checking account? You ain't got to put in the check. I just want you to take a mental note. If you have a checking account, guess what? You're already participating in this market, you're just not profiting from it. The institutions, the banks that you're depositing your money in, you only have to have so much kept actually in the bank. The other part that's yours, they're trading. They're making money. What are the wealthiest institutions in the world? The banks, right? When you go to any city, what's the tallest buildings that you see on the skyline? The banks. What did we just say how wealthy make their money? Because they have their money go work for them. Let's top that. What if you don't even have your money working for you? Now you're taking other people's money and making it go to work for you. That's what the banks are doing with your money. They're multiplying your money, they're keeping the profit, and they say, here, go get a savings account. So you can get 0.001% a year, right? And I used to be a financial planner, and I would sit down with people. I was licensed in Series 6 and Series 63. And it's something that's called the Rule of 72. And that equation shows you how long it takes your money to double given a certain annual percentage rate. So if I take 72 divided by the percentage rate, that's the years that it takes to double. So if I have a 12% return, then it's going to take 6 years for my money to double. If I'm at a 0.001% where your money even ever double in your lifetime, but that's what we're happy about, right? What if now instead of getting, because I thought 10 to 12% was great for a year, what if we can get that in a month? Done it. What if you can get that in a day? Right? But even if I hadn't, the possibility for it to happen is there. So your experience is not based on what I've done or haven't done, right? Because you can come in here, you can get a
Hey,
hold,
how you? Good.
you can come in here,
Coach.
you can get a hold of this information for yourself. And you can surpass anything that any of us on this line that have been here has ever done. So don't limit what I've done or anybody else with what you have the ability to do, right? Because you're going to tap into this for yourself. And this is how you're able to do that. We have three different ways you can get the education, right? We have a whole system in our back office where you can log in, you can look at the classes. We have elite educators who do this full time. They have 10, 20, 30 years of experience, and you get to get online and learn from them and collapse those time frames, right? And then we also have our Solex app where it's a copy and paste system. So until you get your bearings and fully understand, I say your learning curve is not your earning curve because you can copy and paste the trade ideas that they're giving out and you can still profit. People ask me how soon before I can make some money. Well, it's up to you. Do you want to start at a demo account where you're playing with fake money per se, and you're just learning it, getting acclimated? Some people come in here and they want to open up a live account right out the gate. Everybody's personality is different, and so if you do that and you happen to take a trade idea, we have an 80 to 85% success rate, right? On average. Sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower. Here's one of the weeks. Every week they give out something like this, right? And then this week, it was an 80% success rate. They're going to tell you the trade ideas that came out, how many trades was a win, how many was a loss, which we call lessons. And then you also have the ability to tap into our Monaro, which is our AI technology. Again, it's a copy and paste system, but if you have a busy lifestyle where you can't really look at your phone throughout the day, because that's how Solex and Telegram works. Those trade ideas are sent out throughout the day. But Monara, you can look at that in your own time and night, during the morning. Let me show you what that looks like just for a hot second. So this is my personal Telegram, right? And this is my Monara AI. And so this is going to look different for everybody because I'm putting here what currency pairs I like to trade, right? And that's what Forex is. I don't know if I've explained that or not. Forex is just the exchange of two different currency pairs. That's it. That's all. When I traveled to Mexico, real life story, not made up. When I traveled to Mexico and I gave them my US dollar, then they gave me back $17 in Mexican pesos. The exchange of that currency pair, money is being made. So I don't have to travel to Mexico. I don't have to travel to Great Britain. I don't have to travel to Japan to tap into those currencies in order to profit from them. I can be right here in my home making money, right? And that happened to me. Well, it's happened to me many times. But I remember when I was in the living room and I was 4 children, as she talked about, my oldest daughter, Alea, who's now 12, she was sitting here with me and she was watching me place trades. And she was like, and it was a few minutes. She was like, Mama, did you just make $50? I was like, yeah, that's what I've been talking to. This is kind of early. And I was like, yes, daughter, that's what I've been talking to you about. She was like, what? Proof of concept, y'all. Tell you, even with my own children, because I had told, I don't want my children to get it out the butt. No, that's no, they not. That's not what they're gonna do, right? I am gonna provide a solid foundation so they don't have to start all over. And so as I'm learning this, my children are also learning. And so from that point on, like everybody had set up their demo account and they're actually trading in their demo. And so when these trade ideas come out, they're able to trade and they're learning this as well. So that's what we have. But look at this. Look at this. You don't know what it is, but this is money for me. It can be for you. So I can come out here and I can look at this AI technology. And I've already told it, okay, I want to look at Aussie CAD, right? The Australian dollar versus the Canadian dollar. I want it to be a bat pattern. I want it to be on the 15-minute, right? And they're going to give me my entry point. They're going to give me my take profit. There's 2 take profits on this. And they're going to give me my stop loss. And I literally, all I do is just copy those numbers. I place them in the platform. I hit, so this would have been a sell, right? Because our profit is lower. So that means actually when the market goes down and hits this take, notice I said when the market goes down, we are recession proof because we can make money when the market is going up or down. So when this market goes down and hits this take profit, I make money. I can come out here the night before and put these orders in and tell my AI technology that, okay, when price hits this point, I want you to go ahead and activate this trade for me. When price hits this point, I want you to close it out in profit, right? Now let's just say it goes the opposite direction. Because again, I told you we incur some lessons along the way. I'm using proper risk management. So I already know that I'm risking this amount right here in order to gain this amount right here. So I already know, okay, if it is a lesson, then this is what I'm willing to risk. And if it so that it doesn't just keep going to my account is zero, okay, you're gonna close it out right here. And that's what I'm willing to risk. That's what we have the ability to do, right? That's what our AI technology looks like. And while I'm here, let me show you what the trade ideas look like. That is actually our classes. Where is my Manara? Here we go. And so this is what the trade ideas look like when they come out. And they come out at, throughout the day. Now, the Forex market is a 24/5 market. So it does run 24/7, 5 days a week from Sunday to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so here's some of the trade ideas that we have received, right? Let's look at this right here. This was a sale on gold. This was our entry, our stop loss, multiple take profits. You can see here, take profit 1 hit. You can see here, take profit 2 hit. And so you could have placed this trade. You would just say you was at work, you heard your notification go off, you hopped in this trade, you close it out. On your next break, you might have went back to it and was like, oh my gosh, I'm already in profit. Or it could have been that evening when you got home after you cooked dinner and, relax and open up your phone. I just made profit. Imagine that, the power in profiting from your phone without having to clock in to a second job. That's what we're giving you the opportunity to do here with the investment lifestyle. And y'all, this is just a snippet. And I always like to pause and say, if that's all that we had, would this interest you? And $149, right out the gate, for what I just showed you. And we're going to talk about stock options. That is included as well. But if it's all that we had, what I just showed you and what I've told you so far about the tribe, would that be it? That would be enough. If we just had the ECA where you can learn the ability to even profit from your phone without even having the copy and paste. Do you know how much I paid? Well, not I paid, I had a scholarship. They paid for me to go to college. But then how much I still owe Sallie Mae for my master's in cosmetology, which I'm not currently using. When I could have just came out here and got this information for the $149 and then $99 every 4 weeks to continue in access to the right leadership, the right technology, the right tools, the right strategies, so I can tap into that life that's elevated. And so those dreams that I thought that could never happen can now become a reality. What? Yeah. And it's not too good to be true. Get that out of your head. This absolutely can be true for you. And I'm going to show you what it looks like to hop into a trade idea.
So we just got in the trade, right? We're in training. We started out in just minutes. It hopped up to $34.34. So we're just showing the investment lifestyle and how you literally can come on here and learn how to make money from your phone. You see these numbers going? Now, if the market starts going in the opposite direction, guess what? The same way you just made that money, you can incur a lesson. Complete transparency. But we are showing you, we're not just rolling the dice. We're learning the skills, and we're learning different indicators of why we should take the trade that we are taking. So in a matter of minutes, you see it just topped again from $39 to now $55. Y'all, this is what we do. This is what I'm showing you all. The benefits of the investment lifestyle.
Boom, that right there, that was real. That's the benefits of the investment lifestyle. That's what it looks like to place a trade and see it play out in real time. And now I'm going to show you what it looks like to actually experience a live trading session. We have those, well, with this company, we have those Monday through Friday with the one I'm going to show you. That's at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's in US 30. And so he'll tell you to hop in, and once you hop in the trade, it goes really quickly, and he'll tell you when to hop out, and it's normally like 1,500 to 1,600 people on this Zoom. Now, when I first started getting in this class, it was only around 400 or 500 people. So that just shows you how the word is spread, that it's working for people, and they're sharing that with other people, so that now that they can get on here and profit as well. So let's take a look at that really quickly.
It's pushing up. Will it be our buy? Let's see. Look down. Getting ready for the buy. Now, breaking the high of the previous candle, it will be our buy. We have kind of volume for the bullish move. Will it be our bullish move? Are we going to take the trade? It's pushing up. Come on. Breaking up for the buy. Took the buy. 3 pips, 5 pips, 7 pips, nice, 10 pips. Whoa. Closing the trade. Super nice.
Hey.
Super nice trade.
Yes, sir.
Still pushing up. Take 10 pips, guys. Not less than 10, 12 pips you should take. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 20 pips going up. Super nice trade. This is a super nice trade.
Super nice trade.
This is one of these trades that you don't want to miss. This is
You see, we
one
have
of these trades that you
980
don't want to
people.
miss. Super nice. Congrats. Congrats. Made it all for us. Made it all.
Yes.
Very nice.
Very nice. In and out, profits made.
In and out, profits made. That's what it looks like. That was in real time. And you heard me hopping in and out of trade for myself. And I host something that's called the Coffee Club on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They give people a closer look, a snippet of the information that I'm showing you today. I go through the back office and show them what it would look like, if they would join. And I allow them to experience that for themselves with the tribe. And so that's been a success. I know Miss Chanel made profits today. We've had Miss Nancy, Miss Angela Sally, let me see, Miss Debbie, Miss Curl, so many people. I want to name names and then forget somebody. I think Miss Cheryl Grant, Mr. Lanny make profits. So it's a great time that when you're doing life with people, you can experience together and you're hopping on and you're getting out of the trade. And it's so exhilarating, right? And it's intense, as Miss Nancy had put in one of the chats. It's intense. And it is, but it's such a great feeling. Like we're winning in life, in real life together. All right. This is dope in real life. And so that's as far as the Forex is concerned. That's what we have in our ECA. We also have what's included is our stock options, where you have the ability to borrow shares of stock. Now, I know with most people, when you hear about stocks, you're used to like a buy and hold type of system where I'm going to buy low, I'm going to sell high, I'm taking ownership. So I may have voting rights, I may receive dividends. With stock options, you're borrowing the shares of stock for a specified period of time, normally at a discounted rate. Right. And so there's no ownership, there's no voting rights, there's no dividends. But just like Forex, you now are hedging yourself and protecting yourself against the downturns of the market, because with stock options, you can make money when the market is going up or down. With stocks, generally, when the market starts to go down, people are fearful, people are running, people are scared, people are upset. And so we have the solution for that, right? If one share of Tesla stock is $240, but now I can get a stock option of that same stock for $5, right? And we purchase the stock options in contracts. And so one contract represents 100 shares. So now it's $500 for 100 shares of Tesla stock versus $240 if I purchase one stock. And if that stock goes down, then I'm losing money. But if these stocks go down, the stock options, then I can make money. Let's think about this, right? And so I love that we have this option that people can get in here and they can learn all about the system with our educator, who does give us trade ideas as well. She's actually going through a boot camp, a 60-day boot camp right now. And here's some of the trade ideas that have been given in the past. Again, she is transparent and puts this out week after week. But look at this top one with the Tesla stock. The cost of the trade was $161. The profit on that trade was $571. And this is included in what I told you. The investment for this business or for this education is $149.99 every 4 weeks. So if you just participated in this part alone, not even what I just said about all of Forex, in this alone, you could have got the cost of your investment back. You could also put aside $100 for that $99 every 4 weeks. That's just one aspect. Look at this down here. Look at QQQ in this trade, right? $76 for the trade, $947 for that profit. From your phone, you're not clocking in anywhere. You're not trading your time for money. This is what we have the ability to do. And then
it's pushing up. Will it be our...
This is what she had put in the Telegram chat early on when I first got into this system. Right here, earnings could be $25,000 to $50,000 a year if you're new to stock options. and $75,000 to $150,000 if you have experience. What would that do for you? An additional 25. I'm not even gonna I'm not gonna say 50,000. What would an extra $25,000 a year from your phone? What would that do for you? What if it was 15? Would this be worth it to you? And to not be fumbling around in the dark on YouTube University, attempting to figure this out for yourself. But now you have an educator who's taking the time to create a boot camp. So she's going step by step through this thing. She's giving out assignments, she's giving out homework to make sure that you understand it. You have other people in the tribe who's going through this boot camp with you. And now y'all can converse about it. So if something didn't click for you, you have multiple people around you that are experiencing what you're experiencing. And now y'all can collaborate to make sure that you are winning together. That's what we have. And that's actually what is happening. And I'm going to bring Miss Angela Cooper to the line. She is from Georgia, and she is going through this boot camp right now. And she's studying to show herself approved. Miss Angela, I appreciate you for being on this line with me this evening.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes, yes. So did stock options, did it just click for you right out the gate and you hopped in there and you was like, oh, I got this? Was that your experience?
No, it wasn't. It took me quite a while. I had to watch the videos, each of them maybe about 2 or 3 times, but I was stopping, looking, and a lot of times I was the wee hours of the morning trying to understand what was going on. I would enter the live class, but I still would have to go later and relook at the video. And no, it took me a while. It just didn't click like that, not for me. And actually, with the boot camp right now, we're finished class 7, and I am just getting comfortable of what we didn't went over for the last 3 or 4 classes because of staying up the wee hours of the night, or early in the morning or during my lunch break. I had to put the time in. I couldn't just do it, just see the video and then stop and go to the next class. I had to put that time in, that early morning or that late night or during my lunch break, to catch up. And I'm catching up now after class 7, but I got it. I'm getting it now. But it
And
wasn't that I didn't catch it right then.
so with that being said, Miss Angela, because you have brought in another student that's going through the stock options with you, and with you saying that, like you haven't perfected it yourself. So tell me why you were able to now share it with somebody else. Because I know a lot of people, they come in and like, well, let me learn everything for myself. And then when I get it working for me, then I'm going to share it with somebody else. What made you go ahead and share it when you was like, I was still learning it? What gave you that confidence to do that?
Well, my conversation went like I was excited about what I'm doing. Uh, and I shared with everybody what I'm doing, just like people talk about football or brand new shoes or purse. This was this is gonna help me with when I retire. So I'm excited about it. So when I spoke with Bob, I was asking him how he was doing, and he said fine. And he asked me how was I doing, and it's in me, it's in me, and I just was excited. Told him, oh, I'm doing trade, and come to find out that's what he was doing, but he was the YouTuber type person, so he was losing money. And when I spoke to him about the tribe, the how we give, and how we help each other and build each other and work as a team, he immediately jumped forward. He didn't hesitate, and now we work together and as I mean, he knows more than me, but still the tools that Jess is giving us, he don't know those, and I know those. So we're teaching each other. I'm still learning, but he's making money already because he was a tuber. But he's humble, he's coachable, and we both are working together. But I'm just excited about what I'm doing. So that's what happened. And everybody that I talk to, I let them know I'm still learning, but I'm excited about it. And that's with anything that you do. You learn and you're learning something you're excited about. I don't care if you're learning how to cook in a cooking class. You're excited about baking that cake, although you never baked the cake before, but you're around sharing. I'm getting ready to bake a cake. This is what's going on. And that's the way I am with stock option because I know the money that it can bring, just like what you just showed. And Bach, he's so humble and he, like I say, he's coachable. And what brought him more in is just the teamwork, the tribe, our mission to help each other, to see that I'm genuine, you're genuine. Because I mean, you was on there with us too. Each time that I had issues, I called you, and you were out with other people, other events, and that impressed him a lot. That she's out in each event, this event, and she's stopping each time to help you, help me, and that made a big impression on him. And it motivates him. He said that's what he needed. He needed somebody to work with. The YouTuber just wasn't cutting it. And he's not losing money now. He's making money. You know, so he's teaching me how to make some too. That we working together. But yeah, that's what happened.
Thank you, Miss Angela, for just being proof of concept that you don't have to know everything and for this
No.
to work for you. And now you have somebody and y'all are working together and he's profiting and you're like, I love that. That really shows the give of who we are in this tribe. All of the principles at work, that proof of concept, you just displayed it. So I appreciate you and I appreciate your coachability. As you reach out to me week after week, you keep me in the loop of what's going on and we collaborate. And if I give Miss Angela an assignment, before I even fully get off the phone with this woman, she is already in action. And so I have much gratitude. And I just look forward to seeing your full success manifest. Because we got a retirement date that we
Yes, we do. Yeah.
yeah, notice I
Yeah.
said we try, right?
20.
So her goals
Yeah,
are now
we
my
do.
goals. And so we
Yep.
working diligently together to make some stuff happen. And I
Yes.
appreciate you so much. And I'm grateful to Mr. Guilty that he connected us together so that we could be success partners in this and in life. Yeah, she be having me walking Stone Mountain when I come out there to Georgia's wee hours in the morning, y'all. That's that military, but I did it. I did it.
You did it. Yes.
And I look
Yes.
forward to coming back there and celebrating you in person.
Yeah, because it's not always making money. It's building each other, mind, body, and spirit. And the money just comes. You're in the same environment, so it just comes. But thank you. Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. Y'all, this is what we do. All of this, the value that she just shared, all of what I just spoke about, all of that is included in what you get with this opportunity and what you get with this tribe. And why this is so important is because of this cash flow quadrant. Most people are on this left hand side, employees and self employed. And I've been all over this cash flow quadrant, right? 95% of the world's population on this side is only tapping into 5% of the money. But over here, when you become the business owner, like what Miss Angela Cooper is doing, and you become the investor, she's doing both. You're now in 5% of the population that's tapping into 95% of the money. And you can see why with the examples that I just showed you, how we're creating passive income from our phone. And now we're having our money to go to work for us instead of us working for the money, our money is working for us. This is another reason why it's so important. The classes are shifting and they've changed, whether you realize it or not. And so now, right here, what used to be the middle class, 53 to 106,000, is now the upper poor. The world is shifting and people are not even awake to see it. We had a solution. That's why Miss Angela is reaching out before it's even fully working, because she knows the ability that people have. So she's not waiting for, you see how unselfish that is? That she's not waiting until she masters it all. And now she's already shared it with somebody else. She shared it with Miss Ramona. And now they can all collaborate together to learn this, to move forward. And like, that's what we're tapping into, y'all. Now, everything that I showed you before is all included. These are some of the add-ons that we have. Our Plutus, which is our faster moving pairs, our indices. Again, you can have the live trading sessions with the educators. You're going to get the trade ideas that come out on a daily basis. And it's an additional $50, y'all. But as you can see from everything else that we have, here's proof is in the pudding. They're gonna 80% for that week. The actual live trading session was 100% success rate, right? And so we're profiting. And as you're profiting, guess what? You're gonna pay from your profits, not your pocket. Think about, what if this does work instead of what if it doesn't, right? Then we have our RFX, which is our high frequency trading, that's binary options. And with the binary options, it's all or nothing. So either the market is going to go higher or it's going to go lower, right? If I say the market is going to go higher, then let's just say my entry point is right here. It's a time trading. So some people trade on a 3 minute, on a 1 minute. I'm down to a 5 second now. And that's because I have a high risk tolerance when I trade, right? The pairs that I use, the educators will probably that they say don't really use those. It's riskier to use those, but I can hit a trade in 5 seconds. Like I love that I can be like, boop, boop, what? I just made a boop, oh, I just took a lesson. Oh, boop, I just made another profit. Think about how many 5 seconds. What is that? Y'all do the math for me. Is it 12 times 5, 5 10? Yeah. I can do 12 trades. No, 5 seconds. I did 5 minutes. I can do even more than that. Oh my gosh. What? So then that's when the discipline comes in, that you're not just back there because I'm on a 5 second trade and I'm just like, I'm like, okay, Alicia, especially if I got a couple of lessons, like back to back to back. Okay, it's like puppy breaks, pause. Okay, let's sit this down for a second. Let's regroup. All right, what are you doing? Are you being an emotional trader? Are you just in it because of the high that you're getting from getting in and out? Or are you strategically looking at the candlesticks and what the market is giving you? And then that's why you're actually placing the trade, right? And so we talk about all of those things. We have mindset training. Of course, we build in a person, right? So we have mindset trainings that's given out by Mr. Guilty, that is going to enhance your EQ, right? Your ability to look at the fluctuations of the market. Because if a trade idea, it was going up at first and now it retraces and it looks like it's going backwards, you're like, oh my gosh, are you going to get nervous and close it out in the lesson? When you didn't have the patience to withstand it, it actually pushed back up and it made a profit, but you hopped out early because you got in your feels. Like, so we go through all of those things with you, right? So that would be the binary options, to where if when that 5 seconds is done, as long as it's higher than my entry point and I say the market's going higher, boom, I just made a profit. Then we have our DeFi verse. Our DeFi verse is everything that's crypto. It's the psychology of the market. It is not just like the king and queen, Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's also like the altcoins that's supporting those, that's pushing the market behind the scenes. It's also NFTs, it's airdrops. All of those things you get to learn about and you get to learn how to profit from it. And I haven't even mastered all of DeFiverse, but just those trade ideas that have come out, I've made great profits just from the trade ideas alone. And crypto, unlike Forex, never sleeps. So this is a 24/7 market. So we can get trade ideas all throughout the day and night, every day, all day. Additional $69 if you want it as an add-on, right? Now, if you just wanted to tap into crypto by itself, then that would be, excuse me, $149, just like that platform, and then $99 every 4 weeks. So you get to customize, personalize, pick and choose, have it your way, however you want to call it. You get to do that there. Do that here. We tap into that. I told you it was $99 if you are in other countries, right? Because you do have some type of automation systems that are set up for you to get started. Is actually $249, and then $149 every 4 weeks, right? So it just depends on what country you're in. Now with this Gold Pack, if you want everything bundled together, everything that I talked about, except for the binary options, you can get that for a one time of $499 and then $165.99 every 4 weeks. Now, if you actually got all of these as add-ons, it would be around $219, maybe a little bit more as they get Echo up and running in the US, which is like a semi-automation system. But look at that. You get everything for $165.99 every 4 weeks. You don't have to add this in, add that in. And I'm a person, I like it all. So I have it all. So that's my option. And you don't even have to start there. You can, if you want to start at the other pack, focus on that, and then get this. When I start, I want to go big. I want to go big or go home. It's just my personality. So this is what we have as far as the education is concerned. Now, let's just say with that $99, you like, look, I know I can pay out of my profit, but what if I don't want to have to pay for it at all? But you could be like Miss Angela and just start sharing this with other people, right? And as they see value, they become students like Bob did, like Miss Ramona did. And when you get three, then guess what? That monthly subscription of $99, they're going to waive that. And now you have a free education into these financial markets where you're making passive income. Now, if you want to operate this as a business, and Miss Angela is doing that as well, then it's going to be $29 for your IBO license and then $15 to continue in that license every 4 weeks. And now those same people that was three and free, guess what? The company gives you $50 because you're operating as a business every time somebody decides to start as a customer. Because now you are the advertisement, right? And so we don't have billboard, we don't do all of that. We don't run commercials. You're the commercial. And so they're paying you. That's like a referral program, right? They're giving you that referral fee. And then as you have three people, not only did you get $50 a person because you showed value and they started as a student with us, then they're giving you a weekly payout of $25 every single week. And so now you save that up, that's $100 a month. Then $99 every 4 weeks is covered for you. And that $150, that investment, you just got it back. And then you still have access to all of the other stuff where you're making profit. Now look at this. Let's just say Miss Angela is out there, she's focusing on getting three, right? Not just getting three to get three, but she sees that it's working and she's sharing value like she did with Bog. And now Bog is seeing this working for him because he used to do this on YouTube and he wasn't seeing success. But now he's come here, he's seeing success, and he has people around him that's actually helping him in this. Do you not think he's naturally going to start sharing this? So as he starts now sharing this with three people, and that's just a starting gate, because once you start sharing, you don't stop. Okay, I shared it with three people. No, because you can your results start to compound, right, over time. And so you really in motion and you just sharing. What if now your organization has grown to where it's 20 on the left and 20 on the right? Now, you didn't bring in all of those people at this time. It's just taken off. You might have brought in, let's say, 9 of those, 20 on the left and 20 on the right. Look what your weekly payout can be. $225 just because you showed somebody else how to tap into these passive income like what you're doing. They're seeing value and they're sharing it with others. You see it. Our goal is to impact 1 million people. Do you think that what we have, that we could do that? As people are seeing something actually working for them. People have been involved in so many things over time. I get it. You've been involved in things in the past and you put out money and might not have worked for you. But when I say again, it's working for me, and I just need people who are connected with us are seeing truth in real life. We're gonna reach that goal. We're in process of that goal. And this is why we won't stop, can't stop, because it's working. Because people are seeing freedom in their mind, in their body, in their spirit, in their finances to have an unstoppable living legacy. This is what we do, right? This is who we're connected with. And why I'm connected with this being is because I was in this and I was connected with somebody else, right? And what it took me to accomplish, y'all, in 8 months, after working with him, I collapsed time frames. I was able to do that in 30 days. 8 months to 30 days. And not just me. Then I had people who were duplicating me, right? So then in that, they were able to collapse time frames and also do that in that 30-day time frame. And that's how I was able to hit goals because I was seeing success, and then people that were connected to me were seeing success. And no matter what project that we've been in, guess what? I've seen success, and people with us have seen success. And so this is how this came about. You build the person, you enhance the life, you build the business. I was the poster child for you. You see me at the beginning. I don't know if y'all can see that. See me right there at the beginning. That was in the early, very early stages. Into the woman and the being that I've grown into today is because of direct relationship development, and growth is uncomfortable, right? Growth is uncomfortable because there's a stretching, there's a pulling that is allowed. It's not forceful, right? It's as the person allows and you're open to that. And then you start to grow, you start to have that life that's elevated. And he knew the importance of what Bob was looking for, of having that tribe around individuals. Because a lot of times you can have family within the same state that you live in, and you don't even receive the support like you receive when you're here in this tribe. And so we have sub tribes to speak to the different backgrounds of people that are here. And so I represent CEO Mom Lifestyle, mothers who are single or married, right? Of course, we have children, but we're focusing on getting ourselves back. And not that we're going backwards in life, but to who the creator called you to be that you didn't even realize, like you didn't even get a chance to tap into that because the world told you otherwise before you even knew who you were. So we want to get you back to the authentic you that the creator made you to be, and not pour from an empty cup, but pour from the overflow that's on the saucer, right? Spend time, and it's okay for you to be selfish. Selfish is not being bad. You mean that taking care of me first instead of taking care of you is a bad thing? No, if I take care of me first, I have more to give out to you. And so that's the CEO Mom lifestyle. And we also have the Leading Ladies lifestyle, women who are single or married, but they don't have children, but they still have huge responsibilities, y'all. I was a leading lady until I was 30. That's when I first started having children and entering into motherhood. And so I know the conversations that I had and the questions that you get just because you don't have a, but when you going, you don't want no kids, when you gonna start having children, why? You gonna take care of them? You gonna send me some stipend? You gonna send me some money for them when I do start having them? Like, why is that even a part of your conversation? They still have major responsibilities, and a lot of times they're able to fill in the gaps. Want to see your moms? Hey, call your auntie. And so we have a group that's geared towards that so that they can relate with the different situations that they face in life. And we have our Living Legacy ladies who are our, that's what Miss Angela represents, the CEO moms and the Living Legacy ladies. We call them L3, women who are entering into retirement, are already retired. But you see what she's doing? They are mastering the technology. No matter how long it takes, she's like, I'm gonna get this. And she's being their proof of concept. And then when somebody that's like a L3 that can speak to all generations gets it, the power that we have in our communities now, when the big mama is now telling everybody, look, I want y'all to come sit down and let me show you something, right? They're using technology as a tool instead of being fearful of it. And now the conversation that they can have with somebody else who's looking for a solution because they may be in retirement and still having to work. And now you can go and speak to them and say, let me show you what I'm doing to tap into passive income so that you're not just stuck with that monthly distribution of payout from your retirement. And then we have a few good men, of course, where that's the men who are have a place where they can be bold, where they can be transparent in strength, right? And still tap into again this passive income as they're figuring out life and being leaders. And if finances is an issue for them, now they can go to their brother and say, wait a minute, I got another way for you to prosper, for you to profit. What? That's powerful. So that's what we have in these sub tribes that Mr. Guilty has created. And I'm going to bring up my sister, Miss Lynette, who has just been sitting back right now, still here with us. But we miss your voice and we miss your presence. And I had a conversation today with her, just checking on her. And I was like, wow, can you share that tonight? Because that's powerful. So, Miss Lynette, I'm ecstatic and honored that you're on the line with us tonight, lady. I thank the creator that you're here to see your beautiful smile and to hear your voice on tonight. And you can just share with the people how this tribe, just your story and how you've been impacted by this tribe.
Well, I have enjoyed this conversation so much. Thank you, Miss CEO Mom, for allowing me to be on the platform tonight. Thank you to Miss Debbie and especially to Mr. Guilty for all that they have done. I have been away for a little while, and health reasons is the reason that I've been away. But even though you have not seen my face, even though I haven't been able to speak, still my presence was there because I followed everything on Facebook, in the chats. I tried to make sure that I stayed plugged in. And I have to say, and I expressed this to Miss Alicia, during my health, my as Mr. Guilty can say it, not me being 100%, I have to thank this tribe for everything that they did, whether it was a phone call, whether it was a text message, whether it was just your presence on social media. I thank you for being my family, for being there for me through a very tough time, a time that the enemy thought that he was going to have his way with me, and God said no. And God, not only did he say no, he put every member of this tribe in place to let me know that, hey, we love you, we are here for you, and whatever we can do for you, that's what we're going to do. And Mr. Guilty, I must commend you and thank you for this tribe, because you talk about the Care More philosophy. And it's not just a philosophy, it's something that has been my reality in getting back to 100%. And I'm getting there. I am getting there. I'm back at work. I'm getting there. I'm getting better. I'm not coming back. I never left. I'm just getting better. I am becoming. Um, I was telling Miss Alicia, and I'm not going to take a lot of time, I promise, but I was telling Miss Alicia that, even though I wasn't here on the platforms, I was still here. And even though you didn't hear my voice, you may not have seen well, you probably saw my face because I got the big picture of me everywhere. You can't help but see it. But to have people reach out to me, even through the chats, and say, hey, I'm glad that you're here, makes a difference. Your voice and what you do on your social media platform makes a difference. And I did not know how much a difference that made until I was not able to perform in the way that I normally do. It was just great to see people plugged in, people getting profits, seeing that, hey, I was on the platform and now I understand this. It was great to see, because it's encouraging me as someone who's trying to train, who's learning the skill set, that guess what? If Miss Deanna can get on here and she can learn this, so can I. If Miss Erica has given such encouraging words on her platform, that gives me a space to feel better about myself, to feel that I'm not left behind, then thank you, Miss Erica, for what you've given. It is so much more than just us making a profit. It is about us being a family. You guys are my family. You're not just a tribe to me, you're a family to me. And I thank you so much for your presence. I thank you so much for the encouragement. I thank you so much for staying plugged in, because it's only then that you're going to be able to become. And Miss Angela, thank you so much for being that person that brought in that young man with you, because a lot of times we think that we have to be perfect in order to bring somebody in. Oh, I have to be here. I have to be this phenomenal trader. But it's through our imperfections that we're able to bring on people, because we don't need to see somebody who knows how to trade. Sometimes we want to go on that journey with that person. And we have a whole tribe that says, come and take this journey with us. We're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to stumble. We're going to fall. But guess what? We are a tribe that knows how to get back up. So thank you so much, tribe. I'm gonna try not to tremble. I feel a tremble in my voice, but thank you so much for being who you are. Thank you so much for being there for me. Again, to Miss Debbie, who encouraged me tremendously, and to Mr. Guilty, thank you for this platform. Thank you for this tribe. Your words, and I'm sorry, I said one other little thing, and I promise I'm gonna shut up after this. But there's one thing that Mr. Guilty continuously told me, and I did not take heed to it. And I'm telling you this because I want people to take heed, is that Mr. Guilty would have conversations with me, and he would say, Lynette, you need to do this. Hurry up and do this. Lynette, I got this for you. You need to hurry and do this. Lynette, hurry. Lynette, hurry. Lynette heard him very well. No doubt in my mind that I heard him. But Lynette did not do it with urgency. Lynette did it at her pace. She did not do it with an urgency. The urgency that he gave it, I did not follow that directive. And because I didn't, and I believe wholeheartedly, when I was ready to take off and go to running, I got left behind because I didn't take the direction in which he gave. So I'm telling you this because if he has given and he continues to give, God knows he continues to give, and we thank you for it. But if he's giving you any type of directive, do it with urgency, because time waits for no man. And what he is given to you, he will give to someone else who is ready to be urgent, who is ready to get out here and do what we have to do. He said yesterday, we have an icon team. It is time for us to unite. It is time for us to get in a hurry and get to that icon status. So, Mr. Guilty, I appreciate you, and I thank you so much for all that you've done, all that you do, and all that you will do. And thank you, Miss Alicia, for allowing me this time to just talk. And thank you, tribe, for being who you are. And I love you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Miss Lynette, for being on this platform. And I know we're a little bit over the hour, but I felt it was after hearing that and everything that she shared right now, she shared with me earlier. And I was like, man, it would be an honor for you to just share those words with the tribe and with our guests. And I know that touched somebody's heart, that spoke to somebody's spirit. These are real life examples. We're not just saying these things, give, care more. The tribe is going to be with you. The tribe is going to support you. And then you get here and then you're left by yourself. No, we support you not just in these profits, but we support you in life as well. And so I thank you, Miss Lynette, for your vulnerability, for your transparency, and for being on this platform and sharing that with us on tonight, y'all. This is what we do. This is the investment lifestyle, right? You are your greatest wealth. So you can be making all of these profits from, look at this, you can make the profits from this work in the business, 650, and then another 1100 from Forex, crypto, and all. But it's nothing like, I'm sure it's prices from Miss Lynette, when it's not just profits, but it's people, and it's people who are showing her true love, unconditional love, right? And they're backing up the words that they said from the beginning. And one thing, when I asked Miss Lynette to speak, when she introduced me and DJ, she would always say, I got you. And now when it's her turn, the tribe not only said, I got you, they showed, I got you, right? And so I'm gonna give you one other video on why you should operate this as a home-based business and the benefits, another benefit of this investment lifestyle and partnering with this tribe.
Everybody needs a home-based business. Why? So you can get your money back. Let me explain what I mean. If you have a cell phone and you run a business, you can write that Everybody needs a home-based business. Why? So you can get your money back. Let me explain what I mean. If you have a cell phone and you run a business, you can write that cell phone off on your taxes at the end of the year. If you travel for business, you can write off your plane ticket, your train ticket, your bus ticket, your Uber expenses, your hotel expense, everything. So never travel just for fun. Always travel for business. And if you have children, you can hire your children to work in your home-based business. Why? Because you cannot write off the food that you feed them, lunch money, you cannot write off soccer, you cannot write off ballet, you can't write off any of that. But if you hire them to work in your home-based business and you pay them a salary, what you were going to pay them anyway, now you can write that salary off on your taxes. They can use that money to actually now go buy all of those things. And as long as it's less than $6,000 a year, they don't have to report that money to the IRS. Everybody needs a home-based business. Trust me.
Y'all, and not just a home-based business. I told y'all we are the solution, right? So I am going to welcome you in with us, with the platform that we have here, with the tribe that we have here, with the love and understanding, with the give, with the care more, with the ability for you to walk in your authentic self, to live a life that's elevated and turn your dreams into reality. Thank you to Miss Lynette. Thank you to Miss Angela Cooper. Thank you to Miss Deanna Jackson, Miss DJ for opening up for me. Hopefully y'all enjoyed those smooth tunes because I've been on DJ status for a little minute now. Learner attempted to duplicate Mr. Guilty. And thank you, Sir G3, for who you are, for what you do, and just pouring into us and developing us and tugging on us to move with a sense of urgency, to know that the time is now to move without hesitation. Why wait? Why hesitate on your life, right? Welcome, y'all. Just welcome. Enjoy the rest of your evening. This has been an honor. I am CEO Mom Coach Lee. I love y'all, the real kind, forever and always.